What's up, guys? So I literally just dropped off my son at school, and figured I'd just jump on here and talk to you a little bit about what I discovered on Scott Yancey. So, the very first thing I would tell you is that I would hate, the one thing I would hate for you to do is, read this and then take no action, right? So I'd rather you actually go to a Scott Yancey seminar than sit at home and wonder, and just kind of go back to your daily grind and give up on the idea of having your own business and having the freedom that you're looking for and stuff like that. So I don't want to diss his course at all. I put together a bunch of testimonials of people that have attended his seminars, and I think that Scott definitely has a lot of appeal. That's why certainly the TV series and everything came out, and he definitely has the skill set because he's been around the real estate investing market for years. He's survived a crash, unlike me. Like I dove in, really didn't know what I was doing, and I thought I had read enough books. I thought I understood enough stuff, but the issue is that when the market tanked, I just wasn't in the driver's seat, and ended up losing everything. So I put this together for you so you don't have to. I definitely think that one of the things going into real estate investing is you definitely need to know like what your strengths and weaknesses are, and you need to know what particularly what your weaknesses are. So if you tend to not be a good negotiator, or you're really introverted, I tend to be really introverted. I also tend to be a people pleaser. So, if I'm trying to make people happy and I'm also trying to get a good deal on a property, that those are conflicting dynamics. And so you want to know what your conflicting dynamics are about your personality type before you go in. You can do personality, like online personality assessments, like 16personalities.com or something like that. But get clear on what your strengths and weaknesses are. That way, you don't go spend a bunch of money and then end up, not getting anywhere. So, sorry, I'm trying to get out of the parking lot here, and we got cars going in all kinds of directions. So like I said, jump in there and do something. You can check out they usually have a free introductory offer. I will say that this is typically a slippery slope. As soon as they have you in a room, they'll give you information, but then you clearly need the next course in order to get the real information. I've slipped down the hill on all kinds of things like this in the past, where you just you buy one course after another, and no course really answers all of the questions that you need. The one thing that I've learned over time about that specific aspect is that you want to always be in the mode of creation. So if you're watching a course, that's very passive, right? So it's easy to watch a course or listen to a podcast, and it's good to do those things. And it's also really more important when it comes to wealth building to create things that people want, and always be in the mode of creating things. You'll see that if you look at all of these real estate programs, they're constantly creating new content, and you, the consumer, you're gonna buy that content. You're gonna use that content. So the question to ask yourself is, what content, what is something I know that other people don't know that I can create something with all the time? And that that's really going to be how you build wealth over time, is that you need to create something that others find valuable. And in this case, we're talking about real estate investing, but it really could be anything. So you go buy a house because you have the cash to buy it, or you have the negotiation skills to get it for cheap, and then you rent it out at an affordable rate to someone who doesn't have the resources to be able to do what you did, or doesn't have the skill set to do what you did. And so you're creating value for that person that then rent that house from you, for I know that in this particular review I talk about, you know, buying properties for $36,000 and then renting them out for $900. So anyway, I hope that this helps you a bit as you determine what your best next step is, and I'll catch you in the next review. Thanks for tuning in. See you soon.